Good morning, everybody. Wanted to say hello to everyone, just so you know that this is take 2 of the video. I said way too much in the first one, so I'm going to give it another shot, a little more practice. But I do want to say hey and tell everybody that I've really been thinking and praying for you guys, thinking about what we're going to do at school, just kind of go over uh, go over kind of the plan that I got during quarantine and see what's going on with you guys. Maybe open up a discussion. Uh, Praying for you guys every day, wondering what's going on. Just want to say hey and check in, really. We've been dealing with this crisis a little bit, trying to keep to our routines, stick to walking the dogs a couple times a day, making sure we get up and exercise. We've had to go to the grocery store a couple of times, but we're self-distancing ourselves. It's just a crazy time we live in. I've lived through the SARS and AIDS epidemics, and I can never remember a school closing for anything other than a hurricane or snow, and never for this long. So it's a crazy time we're living in. Want to try to keep positive, want to try to stay connected. I thought I might do it this way. Make a couple of videos. I've been inspired by my wife. She's been reading to her class every day. She's been using Class Dojo. So been thinking about ways that we could stay connected, making sure we're all in this together. I kind of wanted to tell you some things that we've been doing during the quarantine. Like I said, we're trying to stay positive. We keep off the news as much as we can. We watch it a couple of times a day and see what's going on. I have to admit that I am guilty of checking my phone too much about this stuff, but we do think if we keep off the news a little bit and try to do some positive things. I think I mentioned walking the dogs. I get up and exercise every day. We've also done some things around the house to clean up, make sure everything looks nice, making sure we're happy here, spend a little bit of time together watching TV and doing some things that are positive. And I hope you guys are doing those things as well. My mind works all the time about what we're going to do with school and how we're dealing with that. I know that we have been quarantined, or we have been told not to come back to work till after March 31st. All the news is saying that that's going to change, and we don't really know what's going to happen, but I want to be prepared whenever we go back. Miss Sibley's last day was supposed to be March 31st. We're not really going to have a transition period. So I just want to keep a way to stay in touch, making sure we are maybe interacting with one another. And I thought this might be a good way. My mind works and works with school, or works on school all the time. I have tons of questions, tons of what I think are answers. And I really want to get your take on what you think some of the answers are. And maybe we can stay connected with the videos. Some of the things I've been thinking about are just creating some short videos about how I think school, or my take on what I look for with TEKS. Those are going to be the first videos. I'm going to use that as a way to tell you guys what I think. And I don't think I'm always right. And I want to get some feedback, and maybe we can come to an understanding of where each one of us is. Going to give my opinion. And this is what I think. You guys are the hardest working staff I know. And I'm just going to kind of tell you how I see things, or where I see things, how I've worked on things, what I've done while we're off. And maybe we can open up a discussion. I know you guys are going to love the forms and the spreadsheets and the Google Classrooms and all of those things. And none of this is required. I'm just kind of opening up the discussion to maybe give some normalcy to our lives and see where we're at. you can tell me what you think. I'm probably going to put these on YouTube and in the Google Classroom and see where we go from there. Thanks, and have a great day. I'm thinking about you.